All right, welcome back. On realcopstoriesvideos.com, over 390 cop stories. Please look them up. The gross alerts on there, a lot of vice stuff, a lot of stuff, naked people, a lot of really lewd stuff that I cannot unforget 40-some years later. They're pretty fun. Look them up. Watch who you have in the audience when you look at these. Okay. Also, on top of that, we have 250 question and answers, and that's what we're doing right now. So if you want to ask me a question, I'll answer it personally, and then I'll put it on video like we're doing now. If you want to talk to me or just talk about police work, email me at rsbcopstories@gmail.com. Someone asked me to talk about a scary or very dangerous situation in your work, and I'll tell you one right now. It's pretty anxiety-laden. Okay. I just made detective. 14 years, probably should have made it 2 or 3 years earlier, but I was having too much fun working vice. So I made detective. And I found out that, and then I immediately got transferred because I had a partner that brought me up. He passed away, poor guy. Brought me up to what they call majors, which is pretty good size seizures of narcotics. I mean, at that time we were seizing 20 kilos, 30 kilos of coke, a couple pounds of heroin. I mean, it's a big time unit. Really cool. We had like 8 squads, eight or 9 person squads, follow people, clues from informants, and then take people down and do search warrants. And I loved it because I was a search warrant machine when I was working vice, so this was my cup of tea. So I'm in there about, 3 or 4 months. I have 14 years on. I thought I was pretty good. I worked 2 tours of vice, gangs. I thought, nothing's gonna rattle me. I'm top dog, code alpha, Hispanic, flat stomach, big mustache. No, this kind of makes you humble. Okay. So I come to work one morning, and my boss says, "Hey, go report to the other squad. You're going to help them out today, and they need a Spanish speaker." I go, "Okay." So I go over there, and here's a nice squad, and you got one Hispanic officer that's a supervisor, but he's also their undercover. Because you go to a squad, you're a young detective like I did, and then about 3 or 4 years you promote to supervisor, but you're still doing cases, you're still undercover, and then eventually you go to top step, which now you're in charge of people. So he'd already been there a while. Very good operator. Now he's a supervisor, but he's still buying narcotics. He's buying pretty good seizures. Like he's buying like a half a pound of heroin, which is worth like $500,000. I mean, heroin's really high priced, street value. Or he's buying like 2 or 3 kilos, which are 40,000 wholesale. 100 and more like 220,000 street value. I mean, he's buying these things. I mean, showing money and actually buying them in the street, in a parked car. Okay, so I knew that going in. I've been there about 3 months. So I go over there. We're having a briefing, and I've never done this before. Okay, this is new. So I'm sitting there, and they introduce me, and I'm like, "What? Why am I here? Am I gonna go undercover? Without my squad? Because I have my own squad." He goes, "No, so and so." He goes, "Okay, so what we're gonna do today?" He goes, "Okay, so and so is gonna go undercover as usual because they've done this before, and he's gonna be wired. He had a body wire on him." He says, and he pointed to me. "You're gonna monitor the wire." Okay, I've done that before. It's a big box with all kinds of electronic device on it. You put an antenna on your car and put the headphones on, and you listen to the conversation. He goes, "Okay," and then we're gonna call the crook in. He's gonna you're gonna buy like a quarter pound of heroin, and when the undercover officer sees the item, we're all gonna be nearby. He's gonna give the signal to you, me, verbal, and then you tell the troops to come in. Okay, and he also has a signal in case he's in trouble, if there's guns on him. And I'm going, what? Because now all of a sudden he's pointing to me. I never done this before. And it's like, okay, first of all, okay, it's an undercover buy. Okay, I've done that. But then we're talking about guns being on him because of so much money involved. It's like 40 grand, okay, that he has cash. And he might give a signal where he's got a gun on him. And I'm the one that's going to give the signal guys come in with shotguns. Okay, it's okay, fine. So I'm sitting there, my blood pressure's pumping out, palms are sweating. Everybody clear? Got our assignments? Okay, we're gonna set up at 1:30. It's like 10 o'clock. Everybody get something to eat. We'll set up at 1:30. We're all set. Everybody got any questions? Okay, and the undercover officer, really nice guy, turns to me and goes, "I'll talk to you later about this." I said, "Okay." But he breaks up. Now I'm just standing there. He goes, "Well, let's go to lunch." Okay, so I went to lunch with him, and he tells me that I come highly recommended because, again, I had a partner brought me up, and that the guy that normally does this is off today, and I'm going to do it. I go, "Okay." I told him I've never done this before. He goes, "That's okay. I've got a specific verbal signal to tell you that the product is there, it looks good." And what is it? He tells me in Spanish. Okay, very good, very good. And then I have a specific signal to tell you there's guns on me and I need help. Okay, so he tells me that. Okay. And he said, okay. Now, I said, well, do me a favor. What? I said, I'm not sure about these wires. I said, we're going to have, and he said, we're going to have a secondary signal. What's that? Well, one guy's going to be watching me nearby, and I'm going to put my hands up like this, which means I have a gun on me. Well, that's okay, but we're going to be in like a Ralph's parking lot. I'm thinking, they may not see you. He goes, I know. I'd rather have you on the wire. I said, but the wire sometimes doesn't work. He goes, well, get in close. I said, don't worry, I'll be close I can get. You got to be careful because it has an antenna sticking out, but we usually hide that. And so, okay, so my anxiety level was going up. I couldn't even eat my lunch. I mean, I eat a lot. I couldn't eat my lunch. I'm just sitting there thinking about, okay, oh my gosh, it's this, and that. So he saw me, he goes, relax. I said, you're the one that's going to get shot. You're telling me to relax? He goes, no big deal. I go, okay. He goes, I carry a gun. He's going to drive the car. I carry a gun here on my hip. I go, okay. He goes, and I'm left-handed. Excellent. Okay, that means he'd go like this, and if the crook tries to search him, then he's going to tell me, hey, we always say things as Latinos. We say, hey, what are you, gay? Use the F word. That usually turns the crooks away from touching because it's Latin thing. They don't normally, in those days, you don't normally touch another man. That's just a Latin thing. Oh no, people out there watching this will know that. The men. No, it's not a Latin thing. Unless you're gay, that's fine. But we're not gay. Anyway, so okay, fine. So imagine like an hour and a half before this thing. We're all meeting up at a certain spot near the location. I'm sitting in the car. I got the wire. I'm testing it for him. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me now? Everything's good. Okay, everything's clear. Okay, I'm sitting there, for an hour. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, the first time I've done this, they don't know me. This guy's an undercover officer, and he's literally putting his life in my hands. I don't want to sound dramatic, but this is not just making widgets on an assembly line. This is not delivering packages UPS. This is dangerous stuff. And if I miss this signal, the guy could rob him and kill him for 40 grand. I know guys that will kill for $100. I had winos that stab each other for a bottle of wine. Okay, I mean, okay, fine. So I don't want to get too dramatic, but that's what it was. Okay, so it's closer. Okay, so we're identifying each other's cars, undercover cars. So he's going to get in position. So he parks way away from Ralph's near the street on purpose in a spot where it went up like the parking lot kind of went up like this. So one of his cover guys was up here. I could see him over there. He's down here at the kind of a little incline in the parking lot. I got butt to butt with him. He's parked facing this way, and I pull up and push this way, a couple, three over, because I want to get that signal really loud. And luckily there was other cars there. This is the old days where a lot of people had antennas sticking out because they had CBs and they had different kind of units. So there was another car over there that had an antenna out of the stop of his truck. So I thought, okay, well, this looks kind of okay. Okay, kind of. So I can see him in the mirror, but I don't want to see him in the mirror. My job is to listen. And so now everybody's set. We're ready to go. Okay, so 1:30, he gets in the wire and says, I'm calling him. So I get on the radio. He's calling him. And so here are the guys talking. And finally their boss says, in plain language, everybody shut the F up except me. Okay? Because when they chatter, I got their radio going. I don't want to hear. I'm trying to hear this conversation. So he tells his fellow partners, everybody shut the F up. Dead silence. I went, thank you. So I got the headsets on. I'm listening. I hear scratching. I hear him talking on the phone in Spanish. Good. He's ordering it up. Be there. And the meeting was for like 1:45. So the guy says, I'm already almost there. So real quick, he's almost here. I don't want to talk. I'm so concerned about him. Waiting. And then I hear on the headsets. Okay, he's right in front of me, parking the car. He's coming up. He's wearing this. He's wearing that. He's getting in the car now, and I can hear the door open up, and he's in. Now they're talking. And I'm thinking, now, the doctor could have got a tube down my throat, pulled out some fluid, and started an old dead battery. Okay, I had so much freaking acid in my stomach, I could feel it gurgling. Okay, because I'm thinking, it's coming. And I'm not worried. I'm not concerned because I worked undercover a lot. I'll tell you some other stories here later on. I'm not necessarily worried about the buy. I'm worried about if they come and rob him. That's going to be critical because if I tell him he's being robbed, there's going to be a shootout. There's no doubt about it. And I don't want that undercover officer to get hurt. And so, that's the bottom line. So I'm listening. Talking. And then I hear my undercover officer say, well, look at it. Okay. So he pulls out the 40 grand. Okay, now is the moment of truth. I'm leaning in. Can you imagine I'm leaning in to what? I have no idea. I'm just leaning because I know that if he shows the 40 grand, now's the time the suspect's going to either rob or do the deal. The only thing, two reasons to be there, basically, is to either do the deal or rob this guy. I'm waiting. I hear, okay, sounds good. I'm going to go to the car and get it. So I hear the door open up, door closes, walk away. He goes, he's going to the car and get it. He's going to the car and get it. I'm waiting. At least he's not going to rob him. Or he could go to the car and get a gun and come back. Who knows? Okay? So I'm waiting and waiting. We had guys watching the crook to see if he was going to, they were going to say, if he's arming himself, we're going to come in right now. They're not going to wait around. You know, they're not going to see him get out of the car and he's doing this or whatever. They're going to swoop in because they don't want to wait till him get back in that car. So I'm waiting. I hear the door open up. It closes. Okay? They're talking some more. I'm thinking, here it comes. I'm worried about the gun signal. I'm waiting. Gun signal. It's not there. Oh my gosh. I'm talking some more. They're laughing. Talking some more. Then I hear what he said. He basically in Spanish said, oh my gosh, it looks great. Okay, that's the word. Oh my God, it looks great. That means he saw the product. Come and get him. Okay, so I go, he's got the dope. Take him down. So I'm trying to look in the mirror and I can't. And I'm just waiting because I got the headphones on. So if I'm going to hear something, I'm going to hear it through here. I'm going to hear gunshots. I'm going to hear something. So I'm listening. Then all of a sudden I hear guys screaming, open that door, police, and hands up. And they all, UC puts his hands up, everybody puts their hands up. I hear the door open, guys dragging him out, screaming at him. And then I hear the guy on the wire calls my name, goes, you did it, we're done. I said, I had sweat pouring down my face. I don't want to sound dramatic, but that's exactly what I felt like. So you know what it felt like. Armpits are sweat, my chest is sweating, my armpits are soaked. The anxiety level was for about maybe 3 or 4 minutes. When he came back to the car, waiting for him to do something. Is he going to shoot the officer or not? Okay. So he goes, meet me at so-and-so. That's it, because he's on the wire now, because I can talk to him. So he's just telling me what to do because I can't respond to him. So he backs up while they're all handcuffing everybody. Another guy in the car that came with him, so of course they took him down because the unit saw him pull up. He's down at gunpoint, so as the UC's backing out, I back out, and we're going out, and I can see everybody down handcuffed and stuff, and they can't see us. And we drive away. We met at some burger stand, and I get out, and he goes, hey, good job. And I go, let me buy you lunch. He goes, no, let me buy you lunch. Now I'm hungry. Remember now, lunchtime, I couldn't eat. I think I might have had, I don't know, 2 bites of a hot dog or something. I was so worried about this. So we're eating lunch, and now I'm eating. He goes, and this guy was so good. He goes, what do you think? I said, you're crazy. You're crazy. I said, he goes, well, what do you mean? I said, why? And I told him about what I told you. I said, he goes, oh, you'll get over that. I said, we'll do this 6 or 7 times. You'll be fine. 6 or 7 times? I'm not going to make it. He goes, you're going to make it. You'll be just fine. He goes, you'll be doing it pretty soon, too. Oh, he was right about that, though. I thought, yeah, I'll be doing this pretty soon, too. Very interesting, though. Had a nice lunch. We drove back to the station. His partners took care of everything. Because you don't want to expose your commodity. And in other words, you never show, like I do on TV, with Vice, some of these cases they do. We never showed the suspect, the undercover officer, ever. For a lot of reasons. Get a full description on him. They're going to know he's not arrested, obviously. But we don't get them a good look at the undercover officer. Most of the time, it's a blur to those guys. They don't even remember what he looked like. So, no need to show him. When I went undercover, no need to show me. I went to court one time and hid in an officer report room. DA came out and said, well, they need you in court. I said, counselor, I'm not going until you put me on the stand because I don't want those people to identify me because I work a small area and I don't want them to identify me. Oh, see, they don't know. They're civilians. Goes back in. He's in there about an hour, comes back. He's going to plea bargain. He just wanted to look at you. I told you. That's what they want to do. They can nab me. I got a subpoena. I have my obligation to testify. I cannot refuse a subpoena. I will testify. But I'm not going to go up there and walk in and go, oh, okay, we got to look at it and that's it. No, ain't going to happen. I told him it ain't going to happen. He goes, no, that's good. You got to train the DAs. They realize that so he's a special commodity. Well, only like 5 of us. Remember, only 5 in about an 85 or 90 person unit that were Latino. So you cannot be exposing these undercover officers to everywhere you go. You just do like that case, arrest them, pull them out, and then he'll go to another case and off they go. And because there's so many cases anyway, you just don't want to expose them. And so he left. He was done. I was done. I went back to my squad next day like nothing happened. Strange, but it was really something. Another dangerous thing that we did, and for him too. Obviously, his is more danger. On me, it's more like an anxiety level where I'm trying to respond to his needs in case he gets in trouble. So anyway, that's how we did it in the old days. So hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye-bye.